Maybe don't let it go at that, but there are a lot of...
CV squared has 51 minus degrees of freedom. Make me...
I got hungry, and I ate it.
We're Americans, and we don't like competition, okay? I'm eating, and I'm reading a book, and this waitress comes up.
Did you seriously think you could somehow change the world from here?
Yeah, sort of at first.
And? How do you feel about it now?
I'm not blazing with satisfaction or anything. But the truth is, it all ended for me the instant I shared my memories with you. At that point, my work was done. I figured that you'd probably be able to run with it from there.
All the... You're a hell of a liar, kid. I clearly recall you didn't want me involved.
I'm sorry, but the minute you share and synchronize all your information, you lose your uniqueness and become absorbed into the unconscious maliciousness of a third party that has no motive. Or perhaps into the will of someone who does have one.
Are those your words based on what you've gained from hard-earned experience?
Yes, and the fact is, you yourself played the role of a laughing man copycat as well.
Well, I have to admit it was a fascinating phenomenon. At any rate, what was your underlying reason for triggering such a huge event in the first place?
To you, everything that's happening in the world appears phony, to be something other than what it is, right?
Is that TV Salinger?
Yes. When it comes to cyberization, I'm pretty much the shining example of a poster boy. So you'd think at the very least I would have felt terrified at the thought of contracting cyberbrain sclerosis. I'll tell you, it was a simple piece of mail I stumbled across the net that began this whole thing. What I'd found was a blackmail document that had probably been sent to Serrano Genomics. It was armed with a thesis that was a comparative study of the inadequacy of Serrano micromachines versus the effectiveness of the Murray vaccine.
Then the original lagging man was the person who offered it.
You could put it like that, I suppose. I am the machine that reveals the world to you as only I am able to see it.
Ziga He was a Russian filmmaker, wasn't he?
Yes. I was kidding myself by thinking it was my personal mission to prove and circulate that information, vital data I alone could happen upon.
Failing spectacularly, the pure innocent mediator grew dejected at the base nature of the social system and he turned mute.
Yes. It was because of that I became a vanishing mediator. Just like an author whose existence is emphasized to the fact that he rarely puts out any new works for publication. In other words, by disappearing, the axis of the dynamism of the social system, our sociological theory, it ultimately vanishes, leaving no trace of its presence inside or outside the system.
Frederick James, I believe.
Yes. And no. Masachi Osawa, too. Even though I was familiar with the words, I didn't believe it until I saw it with my own eyes. Who knew that copies could still be produced despite the absence of an original? If you had to give a name to this phenomenon, what would you label it?
It would be standalone complex.
Yes, it's the standalone complex. From the start, the very nature of our current social system has contained mechanisms to trigger such an amazing occurrence. Personally, however, I feel this marks the beginning of a new era of despair. What's your opinion?
I don't know. It's impossible for me to say. Although I have found one thing capable of restoring your individuality after all your information has been synchronized.
Oh, really? And what's that?
Everyday human curiosity.
You're right. You know, that's something that never occurred to me. I think my brain has already started to harden.
right this way. Life breaks inside. Step right this way. Life breaks inside. Be amazed and wonder. See the city skeleton man. Spicy Siamese twin. Sexy stick woman. Beautiful period lady. The unbelievable again. Painless human pincushion. And devious fire eater.
Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and/or hosts. They do not explicitly or necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by this channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during this program.
Hey man, what? What? Oh, what's in this shit?
It's just like Killer Cop 4, but she's got Hema instead of fry cook balls. I need you, Action Bastard. Action Bastard, I need you. Action Bastard, I need you. Why am I wasting time dancing?
You want to know why? Because the world is fucking flat, dog. And everything that you see up there, as far as like planets or stars, yeah, guess what, dude? It's fucking fake. It's just lights up there. The government put those lights up there so you dummies could just act like there's something up there.
Wait a second, are you a flat earther?
Call a crackhead.
You're stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're stupid. All right, folks, welcome to another Flat Earth Dunces. We're going over more silly shit. So, let's go ahead and bring in our co-host.
Some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
Yes, and I guess you're right. How's it?
Howdy. Well, I had like 1.5, 2 hours sleep prior to this stream, so I think I'm good.
Awesome. So,
but I also know I can handle less sleep than I should handle, but shh.
Well, let's hope you're ready to talk about flat earthers. So let's bring in our Doggo. How are you doing, Doggo?
Very good. I'm in a right good mood tonight.
Awesome. Glad to hear.
Yeah, you dirty dog.
Let's go ahead and say hello to our side of my chat real quick.
So,
yes.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get into saying hello to our side chat. And we have a Demon Orb.
Hey, Dorby.
We have Oliman. Jay Troy.
Detroit.
Captive Desk.
Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Crook's Report.
Hey, Crooks.
Hey, Crook.
Jasper.
Hey, Jasper.
If the Earth isn't flat, then why isn't my gas mileage better? Executively.
I thought this would be right up past the Huckleberry's fucking street. Actually, I thought this would be. I thought he'd been there. You know, kicking off. You know, with the
at Hookerbees. What? Sorry.
That's the Huckleberry, whatever his name.
I know. Yeah.
He'd be right hopefully gravity don't exist and space is fake, moon landings, all that shit.
Well,
I thought it'd be right with this.
Well, hopefully they'll join us in a minute. We'll see. It may take them a second to realize that we're on. We have 8 people watching, so thank you all very much for being here.
Oh, yeah,
let's go ahead and start with this, and this is going to be our icebreaker, and it is the Flat Earthers, the musical.
Oh, this is great, this song.
We found flat Earth, we found our family, we went through salvation from the dark community. Our third eye
and we transcend every sheeple. Open your eyes to the light and finally find your people. We found flat earth, we found our family. Salvation from the God community. We transcend every sheeple. Open your eyes to the light and finally find your people.
People.
Don't they doesn't them flat earth commenters, they wheel these out in the middle, you know, as a sort of breather from all the speaking, all the shit speaking. They bring these out and they sing these flat earth songs, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong.
I just think it is a theater troupe that is making fun of flat earthers, but I don't know. I didn't really look that much into it. I just wanted to share that before we talk about this twat once again saying these things. And we have to keep saying it because
that stupid fucking cunt again. Oh, wait, did I say that out loud?
Playing it. Well, of course, but we have to keep playing it. So here we go.
I already find myself on many lists, I'm sure. So I speak my mind often, so why not just keep going with it? May as well just go all out and say it. The earth is flat, birds are government drones, and we've never set on foot on the moon, and Joe Biden received 81 million votes in the 2020 election. So let's just see how many lists we could get on here today.
Jesus.
See,
right.
This is the thing. It's hard to find a person dumber than Marjorie Taylor Greene, but hey ho, Lauren Boebert. The dumbest fucking female on God's created flat green earth. Sorry.
Yes. So let's go ahead, and I have not seen 100% of this yet, but Phuket Word puts in his 5 cents into the final experiment. So let's go ahead and let's see if we can find where Phuket Word is talking.
He's in the Philippines,
and it's not Dave.
Thailand.
But here we go. Here we go. Yeah, it's Thailand. It's Thailand. So let's go ahead and listen to what he says because it's idiotic.
If you'd like.
What?
Glitter.
For example, there is a nonstop flight from Vancouver to BKK, which I'm.
Okay, so he was talking about. He didn't show his video, and what I'm sure what he's saying is there's not. Okay, well, let's just get into. I guess it's probably right here.
Strangers head off to Antarctica.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's get into this.
About the final experiment.
Hello, flat Earth researchers, debaters, and debunkers.
Master debaters. Okay, I'm gonna speed him up because I fucking hate how he talks. But
well, with just over a month and a half to go now before a bunch of strangers head off to Antarctica on a blind date to snuggle up in tents together and conduct what is being touted as the final experiment. Let's see if the participants are actually willing and able to conduct some actual scientific observations while they are at it, and further validate their assumption that seeing the sun do a circle around you for 24 hours or more in Antarctica will be proof that you're on the underside of a globe compared to the North Pole.
All right, well, tell me how you really feel, Nick.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, let's be clear that I fundamentally disagree with the premise of this false dichotomy that's presented here, claiming that
you have a problem with everything that you don't understand, and not to be a dick, but you don't understand a lot, homie.
Flat Earth participants follow a map that is an azimuthal equidistant North Pole projection of
what of the what? You don't even know what those words mean.
Of the Earth, to claim that this is a flat Earth model. So this whole thing is a false dichotomy. And of course, if you use this azimuthal equidistant map projection that creates an ice ring.
Yeah, a projection of what? Of a.
I wish that I had a. I wish I had the thing that said I don't think those words mean what you think they mean. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I had that for right now, because He does not know the words. He's sputtering out of his skull.
Out of Antarctica.
Yeah, of course not.
Then if you do see a sun in Antarctica going around you, it would appear to be impossible if people are claiming that this azimuthal equidistant map projection is some kind of flat Earth model.
Nick, it's actually not a false dichotomy for two reasons.
Yeah, again, us humans already know this, so I'm again, thank you, but we're gonna get past your commentary, and let's listen to this bullshit going on.
Hours a day and 24 hours a night in the South, but it doesn't happen, and we've proven it by all of the stations reporting with their cams, and there is.
Oh, you mean with your loser ass app that like gave up like hundreds of thousands of people's information and locations and private data? No, yeah, totally. Use your dumbass fucking thing that doesn't even actually work. You twat.
There is 24 hours of no light, because when the sun is on the Tropic of Cancer, it never gets close enough to Antarctica to light it. But when it's out here, Antarctica still gets dark. It should never get dark. It should be 24 hours of sun.
How about now?
So you are just being a dumbass? Okay, yeah, totally. No, totally. Let's see who this is really quick.
The sky for 24 hours on a globe. It needs to be the sun's in the sky for 24 hours.
Please tell me that's a.
So they again are admitting that it needs to be 24 hours, and then this is when Greg Locke, I think is his name, when he interviewed the flat earther.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the most douche nozzly of the douche. But at least he did not cave into the flat earth. So let's
yeah, but he runs them on book burning things where
he totally
books, other than the Bible.
Yeah, no, he is a complete douche nozzle for sure. No, fuck him. But here is him at least denouncing the flat earth.
There in the summer. And let's see if the sun does a 360-degree circle all the way around us. If so, it's a ball. But if the sun comes in this way and then leaves that way, then it's not. It is what we say it is.
So again, it's these idiots that are like, oh, well, this would be proof. And now they're backpedaling as fast as possible to say that this is not how it would be. Yeah, because they know that this is the end of their bullshit, even though they're going to claim everything under the sun that it wasn't real.
Hey, next.
Nevertheless, if they are going to Antarctica and they're going to observe the sun, that's great. Let's get it on record, and let's do some other experiments along the way, if you like, to further validate the claim that you're on this spinning globe Earth.
Exactly.
Now, I've already suggested to Will Duffy, the organizer, that they could do some curvature measurement experiments.
How many experiments do you want them to goddamn motherfucking do, you twat whistle ass little punk bitches? Jesus Christ, they can't. Excuse me, pardon me. When you go.
I've said this before on stream. You can fly these ignorant cunts into space in a fucking glass spaceship, and they will still say that, the spaceship was made out of GoPros or I was drugged or whatever. They are fucking, they're the most ignorant, arrogant pricks on the planet.
Of course. But let me go ahead and put pretend maths to this.
Apart from MAGA.
You can only bring so much amount of pounds per square inch to get yourself to these certain places. If you're flying, you cannot bring 1.5 gazillion pounds of whatever these idiots want them to bring for this equipment to get all these high quality blah blah blah. No, you literally okay, what's the best GoPro we can get? What are these things and especially you have to think about what happens if they freeze themselves. There's only certain types of equipment that can go through these certain types of weather systems, these temperatures, other things like that. These fucking twat whistles are like, you know what? Why are you not using this thingy to do a blah blah blah? And you're like, well, you can't do that, you dumbass. You can't have a long range twist focus camera, right? Like with a long lens that moves in Arctic weather. You want to know why? It can't move, dumbass. It will freeze.
It'll probably freeze, yeah.
Yeah, and so then you're not moving it. So what do you have to do? Okay, how do we put this in a housing unit that can have a thing that can move around and blah, blah, blah? They don't know how logistics works because they sit in their mom's basement, which I know that Phuket lives in a tent with 5 kids and 3 wives or something like that, allegedly. Anyways, but
fucks them all though. That's why any Englishman in Thailand is there for who emigrates to Thailand is there for fucking one reason.
He's got young wives. Let's put it that way. And allegedly they are young. Anyways, let's crack on.
Again, if there was going to be a final experiment that would prove the globe or disprove the flat Earth or vice versa, then what you need is a measurement of curvature.
And they're gonna be doing certain other things. Like I don't remember all of the experiments they're gonna be doing besides like watching the sun. They're gonna be doing a lot of other handful of things, you dumb cunts. So just you speculating they're not gonna do it.
The measurement of the curvature is not even that important.
No, but
if there is a 24-hour sun, that is proof that there is a curvature, that it is a ball, and that it's not flat. So,
sure, but these idiots are just pretending they're not going to do any other scientific calculations of things. And from the best of my knowledge, when I've looked at it last, a handful of the globers are going to be doing a handful of other experiments other than the flat earthers that are picking their nose, hoping that it doesn't work. But the globe,
you know one about Antarctica and that all the time. But I went to Norway in the height of summer, and it was
Norway is not real. I don't believe you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Sorry. I just wanted to.
It was daylight all week.
Yeah, of course.
Well, it did dim later in the in the evening. It did dim, but it was still daylight. You still saw blue skies and shit like that. Why do they have to go all the way to Antarctica?
Hey, just because
the sun doesn't dip below the horizon, and that's another thing on Twitter years ago.
Hold on, dog.
Okay.
Hold on,
hey,
dog.
Dragon.
Just because you passed out in a bush and only woke up when the sun was up doesn't mean that I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, dog. I had to do that to you.
This is an argument they can't. I've had so many different answers because they're fuckwits all.
They can't. No, there's so many.
Why is the horizon there? And they say, oh, and the best one I got is your eyes can only see so far. 8 miles. Well, the moon is about 500 miles, according to you. How come you can see that?
That's what I tell your mom when she asked me to have sex with her. I'm like, I can only see so far. Never mind. We'll talk about that later.
Also, the horizon is eye level, but it's not. It has to be below eye level because you're standing above it. The horizon will be however tall you are.
I mean,
your eyes see it. Below that level. So you don't get it.
If she's gonna below me, it's usually she is under my eye level. I hope. Anyways, hey, Pet Dragon, even with a spotting scope and a human eye only can see approximate. Yes, exactly. And
Tankel's right.
You're right, exactly.
That's
the
most
we're getting at.
Fucking answer I've ever heard from any flat earther.
Yeah. So, anyways, let's.
They're losing the argument. They come up with Tataria now. We had different technology back then. That's a lot.
Well, dog, how much do you know about this content creator that we're going over right now?
Well, Phuket.
Phuket word, yes.
Yeah, a lot.
Okay, good.
You mean Gigantor?
Yes, Gigantor. So you already know. You already know.
Years ago in these chats.
Yeah, you already know the idiocracy of this weird fucking idiot that He is so large that his brain cannot does it is his skull is so big that his brain is so small that the connections don't match up, and he can't make real conscious thoughts. And unfortunately, it is really easy to just jizz inside of somebody and they become pregnant. It's really easy for that to happen. I don't know if you understand how nature works.
Yeah.
That's how nature works.
From what I've heard from him, I think he actually is just a bad person, a very, very mean-spirited person.
No, he is. No, he like said things about beating family members and doing things and stuff, and like we're not going into that right now. We're just going into how dumb he is sounding right now.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go into some other things in just a second. But anyways, he does kind of sound like a sloth from. Anyways, let's crack on.
Hey, don't insult Sid.
One single participant that is going along here on the Globe Earth side, that is willing to do such an experiment.
You'll need to forgive me here, but I'm.
That's what your mom said last night when I told her I'm going to do an experiment on her butt. Anyways, we'll talk about that later. All right, so that's pretty much the end of that. Yeah.
Behave.
So let's go ahead to funny stupid again still, and then we'll get into I don't know where we're going to go from here, but let's crack on. Probably the 5 flat. Okay, just thank you, Everson or whatever, Andrew Evers. I'm gonna get here, and then Ever Anderson. Thank you for making these videos for us. But here we go. The Flat Earth 5 Steps Program ?
Did you guys know that there are steps to becoming a flat earther?
Yeah, you want to know what the steps are to becoming a flat earther? Is you're not having enough sex, too much drugs, and and not enough education. But let's crack on.
Live with your mom. Okay. Well, did anyone think of any more?
Unfortunately, hold on. Unfortunately, this lady has her own house with her husband and multiple kids. But I
think it starts with having too much time on your hands. I think that's step one.
It's growing up with too much privilege in the Americas, and that's the major problem that we're having with it. That's why Trump
might also be part of it.
That's why Trump won this time, because there were so many people. Hey, reader. Yeah, exactly. Steps to being a flat earther. Yeah, just wait. There's more. There's more. But let's crack on with this. That's being a flat earther. Okay, we need to skip this because we're totally gonna get copyright, and or they're not gonna let us use this if we play that much. But look at this crazy lady. She thinks she knows everything about everything because she has no education. Not putting down women that are housewives and stuff, but this lady has no education. She has all these kids. She thinks she knows things because of things and stuff, and she can't even fucking dye her hair properly. Like, all your hair, lady. Like, why aren't you? Never mind. Okay, I'm done with talking about how bad her fashion sense is.
Therapy session is what we'll call this. Kind of like a 12-step program, but more like a 5-step program. Number 1, denial. Flat Earth is silly.
Denial. Yeah, I mean, you literally live in denial your whole entire life.
They discovered it centuries and centuries ago that it was round. Are you dumb?
Are you sure this is a woman you saw in the post office?
Yeah. Yes. No, lady, do you not know how long ago they figured it out and how many flat earthers have accidentally turn.
I think this lady, from what I just heard, I think this lady agrees with us.
No, she did. Well, let's go. Let's
that's
on.
what she.
That bit with him throwing the desktop in the trash can reminded me of that Tau Ceti Alpha Flat Earth video. If you've never seen Tau Ceti Alpha, you need to watch him. That is hilarious stuff. Where he puts a warning: step away from anything breakable. And then once he showed this, this stuff, he then shows a guy just fucking destroying everything in his office: his chair, his desk, his computer.
Oh yeah, that's a very old meme. The security camera thing with the guy that just goes mental on his computer. Oh yeah.
He showed that stay away from the computer with this dumbassery.
Yes.
And
so, anyways,
just remind me of that. It's hilarious stuff. It is good.
Yeah. Yes, totally. So let's crack on and let's listen to what this lady has to say.
And watch.
Oh, I got a third step for you, honey.
Okay, so we're gonna let her say this one. Yeah, we're gonna try to keep the Simpson stuff out. But...
Anger.
Oh, I got a third step for you, honey.
Anger.
And then we'll get back to her again because we're trying to get past the clips of other things. But
about the flat Earth because it, triggers them emotional damage, and they can't talk about it because it's simply too much pressure for them to manage.
Yeah, because that's why we don't want to accept the flat Earth. Is because it's too traumatic. But anyways,
number 3, bargaining. Well, if the Earth is flat, then how come we can't see all the way to over here? Or how come we can't see all the way to over there? And why? Why would they lie to us?
Oh, boring.
Because you're an idiot and you have no idea why they actually do the things when they actually do conspiracies.
The first thing she said, step 1 is denial. So she knows that flat Earth is fake. She is not a flat earther.
But she is still claiming that her name is at TikTok at Flat Earth Whiskey or Flat Earth Iski. I don't know. But let's go on. Let's listen to this. Let's listen a little bit more.
4, depression. When you finally realize that you have been lied to and you don't understand what you believe and that you've been conditioned to believe it.
Nap time, when they just...
Well, let's just watch this. But again, I believe she...
Oh, shut up. Nap time is not legal in the following states.
This is chloroform.
And number 5.
I believe she is...
Great.
She is flat Earth.
Finally, his acceptance. When you finally look into it with an unbiased mind, and you set out to find that curve on your own, and you no longer take CGI images, cartoon images.
See, again, when we get closer to this, so thanks. It's okay to jump the gun, and I get it. I'm on the same page with you sometimes, but look at how crazy this bitch is. Thank you very much, Jay Troy.
I was just going to say, thank you. Putting up with our dumbasses for nearly almost a year and a half.
Yes, thank you.
Holy shit, man!
Hey,
how dumb are you? Supporting this
the last 10 minutes of brain.
I mean, look at how crazy. Sorry, hold on. I'm gonna do this way better. Look at how crazy this lady is. I know. I'm a little tipsy right now. Look at how crazy this lady is.
You dumbass. It's like you're tipsy quite often, actually. How come?
I don't drink all the time. I'm not a functional alcoholic at all. Anyway,
you are gonna pass a kidney soon or liver. You will.
I'm gonna bust a bunch of things just in a couple. Never mind. We'll talk
you
about
got a
that.
burrito sitting next to you now, getting cold.
Oh, I have a steak burrito sitting next to me.
Exactly.
But we're only this far into
You
it.
just switch your camera every now and then and take a bite.
Maybe we'll see. The only problem is because my lifestyle has been working in the industry to where when I get to eat, my body is told to turn itself off because I work, 12, 14, 16-hour days on the stage or in front of people. It's rare you get to eat. You get to snack, but you don't get to like actually eat food. So when my body eats, it tells itself to turn itself off. But anyways, let's crack on with this.
Like a sort of protein drink, like RoboCop does, and plug yourself in, and so you don't get tired.
Well, normally what you do is it's
like
snacking, and it's no, totally. I mean, literally, you can do energy drinks and I'm sorry, protein drinks and other things to do it. But fuck it, I don't care. Let's go on. Let's crack on. Let's crack on. Let's crack on. Let's crack on.
These are being produced as proof.
This was all my fault. I was the one who wanted to.
Okay. Let's go back to her being crazy, and here we go.
We'll couple it with the military documents, the CIA documents, the NASA documents, FBI documents that all state that the Earth is flat and non-rotating.
No.
That's exactly
no. They say for a thing you are currently measuring, trying to calculate, you can assume a flat stationary Earth because you're using such a small portion of the globe.
And
you believe the Earth is flat? I know.
Burrito while I go into one of my fucking nonsense rants. You could be
no. Hold on. No. Let's watch this.
Do you believe the Earth is flat? I know the Earth is flat.
You don't know the Earth is flat because it isn't. And if you're dumb enough to believe that, what else do you believe?
Astrology and flat Earth or true Earth are symbiotic. You cannot have one without the other.
Well, that's that mystery solved then.
Number one, which is the North Star, and it doesn't. Number two, all the constellations would not rotate solely around Polaris, but they.
But if you're in the southern, then it's different, and then it's something, and not the same thing as you're a dumb cunt because you don't understand
northern hemisphere
versus southern
fucking cunt.
Yeah.
They do. Therefore, we are the center of the universe. Believing in the Big Bang Theory is something that is very common today.
He needs to be the center of the universe.
We're just here to.
No, his life is so insignificant because his mommy tells him he is significant that he thinks that he needs to have this special privilege of knowledge, or that I am the middle of the universe and I am the center of your mom's vagina, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
but
it's just
Hawkins acknowledged that in his book, The Brief History of Time, is not the beginning of the universe, the beginning of time. And there could have been many universes before ours. He acknowledges that, but he doesn't know. He just says, this is how it could be. Just the beginning of our timeline.
Yeah, and hey, Wolfie,
16 billion years ago.
The other thing about the steps and the things is there is proof in a handful of different theories that a handful of people around the globe have said is if you have an expansion of stuff that goes to a certain place and lands there, and then it is slowly pulling away from itself, because that's how things work. Things spinning around each other will slowly go away from each other. What eventually will happen if you have dark matter and dark space and in betweens is everything is going to collapse upon itself again. Then you're going to have the explosion to where it gets to a certain point, and then slowly it expands and gets to where we are again and again. So this may be the millionth, gazillionth time this has happened. Do I believe that we have done this a gazillion times? No. I think every single time is completely different. I think that we're just lucky to be here right now through this version of the collapse of the expansion of time. Let me put it. I guess
Well,
that's the best
yeah.
way to put it. And then it
Go on.
exploded, but it's not going to be the same every single time. I don't believe multiverses. I can't tell. We'll talk about that later. But let's go.
But Pet Dragon's right. The North Star isn't true north or Polaris.
Yeah,
as we
exactly.
call it.
No,
Well,
exactly.
well,
You know, it is.
Even
It is what we're
astrologists
using.
said it was another star before this from a million,
Yeah.
and in a million years' time,
Yeah.
we'll
No,
use
it's
another.
two-
We'll point out another star as
Hold
the
on,
North
hold on. It's 2,000 years. In 2,000 years, it's going to be another one that's going to be called
2,000
the
years.
North
How
Star.
is that?
Yeah, it shifts that much. Literally, it's not as rare as all these twat whistles want you to believe. But anyways,
We should do a show that night to celebrate the new North Star.
Yeah, in 200 years, in 200 years, in 200 years, yeah, we'll totally do that for sure.
Yeah.
No, it's not 2,000 years away as of right now. It is 200 years away, but it's every 2,000
We
years
should do a live show that
that
night
it
then.
changes or something. But anyways, let's crack on. Let's crack on with this. Let's crack on with this. I hit the yeah.
I can't believe you think the world is flat. The flat earth is just a round spot on a giant ice sphere. The moon's flat though, and NASA knows it because they landed a cat on it and it knocked their glasses off.
13,000 years. In 13,000 years, Polaris will no longer be the North Star. Check, double check.
Okay, sure, whatever that means.
I'll probably
they
be in
did
a
not
home
help
then,
me
but
realize
if I can live
when that
stream that
actually
night, I'll
is.
do it.
Yeah, if you go live, then I'll be there.
Yeah.
Exactly, Emily. 100%, 100%, totally. But anyways, let's crack on with this. This weirdo is gonna say what about what, and here we go. And this is Flat Earth Panda or Panda
like
Flat
the
Earth.
music.
If you've never heard, yeah, this is Ever Anderson again. So it's not the Flat Earther that put this in
There
their
were many,
video.
many countries and many cultures throughout the history.
Just hold on.
That only
and
traveled
knew
as
the
far.
Earth was flat.
And
Oh,
so,
that
of
was a great
course,
show.
all of
That
the
was a great
ancient-
fucking show.
Oh, Third Rock from
Yes,
the Sun.
Third Rock from
Yes.
the Sun was
That was
amazing.
funny.
So, anyways, so he is trying to tell us
No one.
what we already know. Like a lot of us know that there's ancient cultures that had things that look like a flat disc, something else, because they didn't understand the whole concept of it, and they felt very localized because that's how the world feels. If you are a small culture, you dumb cunt.
Yeah, and also like learning new things apparently makes you dumber.
Yeah, no,
I
it's
don't
so
know.
stupid.
Believed in
Like-
death.
And then just let him say.
This question right before the 1958 and NASA and all that moon landing shit.
Oh my God, before governments started using their information to do things where they could tell information. Oh no.
Absolutely.
Why was this called the air map of the world?
Air map of the world. It's got that because it was the topographical map that was showing all of the fucking world, you twat.
World in 1945.
No, you're an idiot. You're fucking didn't know. That's like you just never mind. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
Start questioning things.
Don't feel bad, Brian. It's fun being
No, we've been questioning. We've
It's
watched
fun being
you all
stupid.
question these things. We've watched you all questioning all this stuff for a gazillion and a half. I'm gonna say for the last 4 years or something, I've been watching y'all do this crap, and we can disprove it very, very quickly.
Now, you got to ask yourself, if the Earth isn't flat, then why are these government agencies? Why are they showing?
How do you make a logo that is 3D that doesn't look like a What are you talking about, you psychopath? I never understand. Do you not know how to make a logo? The only way for me to make a logo of a thing that does a thing like that with all those things is the only way to do that. That's the only way to do that.
That is the most that's the most neutral way to represent all the countries on the fucking globe.
This is propaganda for the stupid. This is like Jewish space lasers causes fires in California.
Yeah, no, this is major green twat laser level shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I said laser. No, but literally. Okay, I really want to play this so bad. Okay, so we're totally gonna play this, and I'm gonna get demonetized for playing this.
Eric, you arrested for possession of.
Hold on. What? Okay,
it's Eric dumbass's fault. His fault.
Yes, I know. It's Eric
douchebag, douche nozzle, whatever you want
It's
to
Eric
call it.
Douchebay. Eric Douchebay is what we call
Crack
him.
cocaine on February 10th of this year.
Okay. Yes. So hold on. This is what it feels
I
like.
see. And weren't you arrested for possession of crack cocaine on February 10th of this year?
Oh, that was a setup, sir. That was prescription crack that I had.
Yeah, exactly. This is exactly how we feel about what he's about. Yes, it was the Wayne's brothers. Yes, and that was on. I can't play it again. But it was Mad TV that they played it. But anyways, let's crack on.
Ask yourself the question: if it wasn't real, they wouldn't have put it on their logo.
It's not real. It's a representation. It's a design. It's the way that you can make a logo look like a thing and stuff and things. You dumb cunt. You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking
Sure,
idiot.
he's clumsy and he's stupid and he's a screw up. But you don't have to treat him.
Yeah, exactly, similarly. And let's get past this because I don't want to get them to take it down in some countries because we're playing parts of a movie. But let's crack on.
I hope you learned something
today.
And of course they do this. Anyways, all right, so let's crack on a little bit more with some of this. It may be an early night. It's been a long week for me. Tomorrow we are not going to be doing a game night just because it's been a long freaking week.
Okay.
I've been driving to Wyoming for my
and
dad.
Pip's also not streaming, so yeah. But
and so Pip's not, and so let's do this right quick. God damn it!
What?
Here we go. Let's.
You deserve a night off.
Yes. Yeah.
That
All of us. And so this weekend. And tomorrow, Saturday, I am going to be going to distilleries with some of my friends to go taste stuff and things, alcohols.
To get drunk.
Other things.
Just be honest, just be drunk.
Sure. So let's watch this.
GPS only works because of the satellites orbiting our very spherical.
Stop lying to me.
Yeah.
That's Flutter's cat.
Yeah, it was Flurf Cat. Yeah.
The singling out of the one and only.
Okay, so Oh, is this new? Yeah, okay, I think it is. So watch the
Jewish state continues to be a moral stain on the United Nations. It has made this once respected institution contemptible in the eyes of decent people everywhere. But for the Palestinians, this UN House of Darkness is home court. They know that in this swamp of anti-Semitic bile, there's an automatic majority.
They're going to say
willing to demonize the Jewish state on anything. In this anti-Israel flat Earth society, any false charge.
This anti-Israel flat Earth society. That's all we need to play because he was just.
But didn't the leader of the UN only today put out an arrest warrant for Benjamin Netanyahu for war crimes?
Yeah, Netanyahu and the leader of Hamas.
Yeah, well, apparently, according to Netanyahu, they killed the leader of Hamas, but there's always someone else to step up, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. And like that's the international court in the Hague.
Yeah.
Oh, Pastor finally shows up.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay. All right. Okay.
We're talking about your friends.
Yeah, we're talking about your subject, flat Earth.
We're going a little bit further then because like
Especially for the
I was
bastard.
almost ready. I was almost ready to end it, but
Hey, don't do that. Oh, sorry, bad joke. Really bad joke. La 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 la.
I don't no. I honestly think we're gonna end it here because I'm exhausted as crap. It's been a long
And you need food.
week, yes, and things. And then tomorrow we're not gonna do a thing unless I get a wild hair at my ass, and I'll let everybody know if we do a game stream. But as of right now, it's been a long week. I've been driving from here to.
Let me know.
Yeah, I will.
I'll
and
send
I've
them
been
a
driving.
cards or a dub.
Well, cards
Yeah.
and dub. That's all we need. Cards and dub. All day long for gaming streams. I love what the dub is the best game in the planet, I think.
Yeah.
Great,
So
I love
thank you very much. If please subscribe, like, share. Go and watch other videos on my channel. I need a little bit more viewing time. So thank you all very much. Yes. Love you.
and quickly, no disrespect, Pastor. Probably the reason you don't have any friends because you can be a bit of a twat, as you've shown here. But we still love you.
But we still, yes. So, anyways,
But we all
thank you very much.
Twat sometime.
Well, yeah, absolutely. We can all be.
Thank you very much. We're going to end it.
Yeah. We're gonna get
I don't know if they're
outta
gonna
here.
escape me. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna do that because, well, no, screw it. We're gonna end it with this. God damn it. We'll do it. We'll do it.
One in the pink fairness thing, hopefully. That's something in my head.
But it's this. We got to do this. So thank you all, everybody, very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Okay, there we go. All right, thank you very much, everybody. We'll see you next time. Love you all, and we'll see you Monday for more crazy and stuff and things and stuff. If not tomorrow, we'll see.
Tomorrow,
So please watch some other of the videos. I need a little bit more watch time, but thank you all very much for sticking around because a lot of people did ditch a lot of left-wing content creators, and I'm not like anyone who's like anywhere near being famous, but I saw a drop as well as a lot of left-wing content creators after Trump won. So thank you very much for sticking around and being with us. Please comment and do all the other things and watch it and log into other accounts and watch them on there as well to get our numbers up. So thank you very much. We're gonna get the fuck out of here. So everybody say bye.
Take care, everyone.
Get the fuck out of here.
Have a nice weekend.